Hey, this is Gil, Dances with Branches Tree Care. It's kind of a follow-up video, multiple half days working on this property. We're in the front of the property. This tree had a prolific amount of deadwood, which was taken out. Some larger pieces, probably up to several 15-foot pieces, plus a lot of interior deadwood was removed, and then the remaining parts was laced out. There was an extraneous palm tree here, a dead shrub there, no longer here. We've blown off and cleaned this up. This tree had prolific deadwood on the inside of it. This tree privet had a lot of stuff in there, and so all that was hand trimmed out and then a little handsaw detailed as Nick comes along over here. Nicely tricked out. You've got a little bit of peekaboos and kind of like see-throughs. There's plenty of room for air to circulate, sunlight to get in there. Beautiful tree. We, as will be shown in the original video, we skinned both trunks just to about the same height there, the one on the right as well as the one on the left, so we have a nice, beautiful, clean look into the entryway to the property. In the corner over here, we've got this Canary Island date palm. We went in there and removed a bunch of the lower hanging fronds, anything that might have been brown. Went in and took the orange flowering material out of there, as well as the what we call the butts or the cases of the older fruits that were there. And now it's nice and beautiful. And in this case, we've left it a little bit of a majestic sort of hanging thing. Not so tight and not enough, just enough. So we're gonna come to this side as we go in the yard from the original video. Again, this is Gil, Dances with Branches Tree Care. We had a number of dead trees that we need to sort of surgically remove, and we'll show you here. As we come into this side, again, it was a multiple half-days project. We've got the citrus here. We've got the understory citrus and the upper story, if you will. The lime tree, we came in here, we separated from the building, and then we separated two trees, went through and scaled down the top of that tree, and then I would say 500-600 cuts easily to remove all the extraneous deadwood from the extra shade out. This tree is nice and beautiful, nicely laced for what we want here. This chase tree as well, beautiful lavender flowers. In the time of year, these will bust out into lavender flowers. We came in and took some of the larger branches that could be removed, and then we went through with a hand pruner in detail all of these little bits of deadwood, which just deadwood and its energy that the tree could conserve to put to live wood. So we went through, we laced that out. We went over here, and as the homeowner wanted, we got some pretty good clearance along the side here. Okay, clearance. And then over here, we had, as we come to the backyard, there was about maybe 9 dead trees. One was there, which is no longer there. Okay, one was in the lawn there, which was no longer there. There was in this bed, there were several in the corner, gone. You don't even know they were there. Over here, we trimmed the shrub here to remain. There was a larger shrub that was dead, but we took that out, which will be seen in the original video. And then we also took out several other extraneous plants. We made a nice little small planter here. Over here, this African sumac was extremely overgrown. This type of tree grows fast and sometimes too fast for its own good. It had a prolific amount of deadwood because it was shading itself out. We thinned it out while also retaining plenty of live material. So that tree still has that nice majestic look. You've got the larger trunks, and then you've got the little foliage that you can kind of see through the sky and the sun on the corner. You can kind of get a vista there. So that was cool. Now they can actually sit here. They didn't even have these here before. So over here, we came through again. In the back, there was a couple more dead trees which were removed, which you don't even notice that they were there. And then we skinned both of these trunks. And then in the original video, you'll see that we tightly went through and we gave it just a nice little contour and shaved on both sides. As Nick comes around this side, little trees as well. We did a whole trunk cleaning, probably 500 cuts by hand on this. This was very really unkempt and a lot of just offcuts and different angles and very ratty. And then as well up here, we trimmed off a bunch of these. So these look really nice, beautiful and slender, much cleaner. As we come through here, we did a number over here on the desert willow. It was a bit overgrown into this wall. It was a bit overgrown into this pathway here, as well as the nearby chaste. As Nick goes over here, you can we laced it, shaped it, came through again. The art and science of pruning. In this case, it was all done from the ground with a hole pruner, hand pruners, and a handsaw, and we just kind of laced it out nicely. So it's got a nice airy look. It still has plenty of foliage to feed itself and protect against the sun from direct sunlight on its trunk. It looks kind of really cool. Same thing here. We left the major, what we call the scaffolding, which are the major limbs of a tree. We left nice scaffolding. We raised it enough so you can walk around because there's paths all around this tree. We left enough foliage, even though this tree is about ready to go to sleep. It's known as a deciduous tree. It's going to sleep now. So stuff is starting to lose leaves anyway. We left a nice balance of leaf material, trunk material, and all of that. So as we come over here and we round out the project, this is another gorgeous tree, beautiful chaste tree. It was very overgrown. It was growing into the pathways on all sides. It had hundreds and hundreds, I would say maybe over 1,000 little bits of deadwood that had to be hand selected and pulled out of there and trimmed out. And now it's beautiful. So as Nick follows me over here, the pool in the distance, as he comes out here, the sun is getting shaded out as it's starting to come down. But again, we left a lot of beautiful scaffold limbs. We left the characteristic of the tree there. Plenty of room for air and sunlight and all those kinds of things to have the space it needs, and just enough separation branch to branch as well. And so that was done. And then we came over here as well. Multiple trees along this area were dead and that are removed. You don't even know that they were there. They're just gone. They were a type of tree that really doesn't survive in this climate. We did the pittosporum, which is the first shrub in the distance close to us. And in the distance, we needed to create a little separation from the neighbor's wall. So we scaled down that apple tree. And then we separated along the wall. That was way over the wall. Now it's not. Now we can see. We didn't want to be so aggressive, but we still trimmed it back enough. It was multiple feet beyond that. And then we did a similar thing. Beautiful characteristic. Once we cleaned up the slender trunk, we made it look great. Again, paying attention to detail, the type of tree, what kind of response it does to different pruning cuts. Of course, we leave things cleaner than when we start. And so thank you for watching. We're going to finish the last little legs of this as we go out the front. Again, this is Gil with Dances with Branches Tree Care. Got Nick, who's shooting this on his cell phone. Similarly, we did the same thing here. We actually had another one over there which was growing into the building, and it was suggested, hey, you know what, we should probably remove that. So we removed that. You wouldn't even know it was there. So that's out of there. And then as we come over here, now we have the remaining trees all in really good health, meticulously thinned and laced out, providing shade where needed, and in other cases filtered shade and all of that. As we come on over here, we're going to come out the front again. And there you go. So Dances with Branches Tree Care, you know, the motto is, taking care of your trees, and we're, helping your own peace of mind as well at the same time. So thank you for watching, and we hope to see you at the top. Peace and God bless.